Are you ready?
Yeah, turn up the heat.
Are you ready?
Is he ready?
Oh, yeah, he's ready.
It's go time.
Ready to go beyond the scores and stats.
I love it.
Good.
Let's bring it in. It's showtime, right?
Welcome to High on Sports.
The whole deal is like some kind of crazy game.
Exclusively on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hello, and welcome to High on Sports. I am Ralphie, and with me, as always,
Ashley.
And I am Von Eric.
and whether you're listening to tonight's show on one of the many glorious apps or at home on your computer, thank you for making High on Sports a part of your evening, and what a special evening it is. This is our last show of 2012. This is our Christmas / end of the year / end of the world.
Oh,
Special.
yeah. We might not even be back in
This could be the last show ever.
which means you better be watching.
So you better listen very closely to
Damn
everything we
Mayans.
say. Yep, those Mayans. Here, NASA, totally off topic. NASA officially issued a statement today saying the world will not end on Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now do we believe their prophecy or the Mayans?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know who I trust.
I go with science.
They've both deceived me in the past.
Science.
So I don't know.
The Mayans are extinct.
They had magic. I'm just saying.
NASA
They
isn't.
could.
NASA's kind of extinct. We ended our manned space program.
True.
So
Did so.
well, they're both kind of equally extinct.
We can send a robot to do a man's job.
True. So they want the world to end, because they just have robots. The bastards. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyways, remember, as always, you can call the show toll-free, 1-888-668-0742. Email your questions or comments to shows@morningshowcentral.com. And remember, get to the website, highnsportsradioshow.com. It's got the archive of all our past shows, my blog, a bunch of other fun stuff. Again, highnsportsradioshow.com. All right, well, let's get right into things here. It is round one. Let's go. By the way, I want to mention stuff before we get into. We got some baseball talk here coming up. End of the year baseball talk, always good. I do want to. I want to talk about something real quick. I want to thank everyone that's already donated, and I want to remind you guys you still have until Wednesday. That means tonight's. Well, if you got in a car and got here now, you could get here. But for the most part, you got tomorrow and you got Wednesday to donate toys to the MSC Radio Network Toy Drive. Not sure how well you can see at home on the camera. We got a lot of toys here in front of us. The stack goes down even lower, so at the angle where there's actually a lot more than there looks. But we've got a lot of toys here already donated by some great people. I want to personally thank fan and friend of the show, Todd. He's a frequent listener, and I want to thank him for he even took the initiative and posting on Facebook, getting out there to people he knew to collect toys to give to me to bring for the drive. And thanks a lot for that, man. And thanks a lot for everyone that helped pitch in. And remember, you still have 2 days to try to help out and help a little kid have a great Christmas, because every kid deserves, something to open on Christmas. We even, as a show, are donating a piece of literature.
Yeah, we know kids love to
Kids
get books
love
for Christmas.
reading. So we're
They
donating
do.
For the Love of the Buckeyes, an A to Z primer for Buckeyes fans of all ages. Look at that.
That's fun.
From High on Sports with Love. And we even got to look at that in the back.
Oh, I like the back.
The
It's got a little
best
quote
damn
from
band in the
Archie
land.
Griffin.
This was brought into us for the show by Von Eric. Thanks again, Von Eric.
Oh, yeah. How bad is it that I was just sitting in the back of my car for weeks, and I was using it to roll joints on?
Whoa, hold on. This is a game changer. Are you saying you've taken performance-enhancing drugs?
Well, I wouldn't call them performance enhancers.
Certain performances can be enhanced. Von Eric, it's not often I have to use my executive hosting powers, but I think I have to use some of them right now. You are officially banned from
What?
this
Banned
year's
from-
High on Sports Bowlapalooza-thon
Bowl-
12-13.
Whoa!
None of my guesses have been incorrect.
I know I have your full submission of all 35 winners, and I'm just going to have to throw that out now.
Dude!
I'm sorry, man. It's for the kids. I got to teach the kids. Got to teach the kids.
Haven't you learned?
No, I haven't.
Haven't you learned from that time in the past when you did 2 urinating off and I suspended you for a month?
Yeah.
I just keep going.
I gotta
You
tell you,
can't get away with these things, and you can't go and tell.
I don't like being the bad guy, Von Erich, but sometimes you don't give
Things
me a
I get
choice.
busted for. Imagine what I
We don't
get
do
away
pee
with.
tests here. Keep it to yourself and you'll never get caught.
Exactly.
The last time you guys did a pee test, I tested positive for birth control. I don't know how that happened, but
That's why we stopped doing them, because that was just a little too much.
We stopped doing them because no one wanted to ask you why.
Yeah, we didn't
We
want
can either get to the bottom of this or not do it again. So let's not do it again.
We just decided never again.
For the rest of you, of course, it has already passed the deadline, and so all the submissions that are in will be going towards the grand prize of, I think it's time to unveil the grand prize for, and poor Von Erich's got to hear what it is and knows he doesn't have a shot. For the High on Sports Bullapalooza-thon 12-13, thank you for all of your submissions. The prizes are, it is $100,000 and a new car. That is right. A $100,000 candy bar and a brand new 2013 Hot Wheels.
Nice. I'm good with it.
So I've told a lot of people that it's $100,000 in a car. Already.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're not lying.
It's $100,000 in a car. It is. It's $100,000 and a new car, brand new
Yeah.
car, 2013. And of course, we won't know for sure who won that. We won't know for sure when I've won until after the national
I don't know.
championship, January 7th, which is.
I gave you a run. I came in a close second
That's
last year.
true. As a matter of fact, January 7th, the night of the national championship, is the night we return to the airwaves
We need a car sponsor.
after our Christmas break. Yeah, we do. We do. It's,
Come
Yeah.
on, Tim Lally.
come on, get on it.
you know,
Look,
Bill
man,
Doherty Kia just tweeted me the other day. Maybe I should get back
Get
on
it.
that.
You should
Get a
have.
sponsor. Have him hook us up with some wheels.
Hook us up with
What's
some
up?
Hot Wheels.
What's
Daniel.
up, Bill?
How do you spell Twitter? T-W-I. Here we go.
Yeah, but like,
I
hey,
just
dude,
pressed
we-
T in my computer.
And then
That's pressed.
he hooks us up with a car, and then every show, we're like, hey, I just got this car. Head on down to blah, blah, blah car lot.
Well, yeah. Why not? All right. Well, let's get into some talk here. We're gonna talk some baseball.
Real quick, it smells like shit in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my God.
If we seem off our game at all, I sound a little raspy. It's purely because of the scent. It literally, the great debate tonight has been, what does it smell like? I'm getting a real like straw farm animal.
I'm getting
poop
like
vibe.
it's not even like just
Next-
regular farm park animal. It's like moldy, rotted farm park
like the
animal
goats
hay and
that eat
crap.
everything and then poop.
Yeah.
They're pooping out like tin cans,
It smells.
and tomatoes and
it
crap.
smells like kind of like the farm park, but it smells 10 times worse than that.
See, now this is
I think it's because you're out on the outside, it's spread open, but now we're in a building, and we're just
now
it's
Chris,
like cup in here.
the man behind the scenes, Chris here, he disagrees. He thinks it smells like something else. That what is it? What is it you said it smells like?
Hello.
He thinks it smells like a wok. Like somebody cooking in a wok.
It does. It stinks, man.
I don't know. I don't know
Like
what.
burnt
Smell-
steak or something.
You're going to some terrible
It
Chinese
smells like a
restaurants.
moldy, rotted farm park.
It really is rough. It's you know what? Think about this next time you're in the hall. Just think to yourself, hamster cage.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a bit of that.
Yeah.
There's a bit of that.
That's what I was missing. The hamster cage.
So again, if we seem kind of out of it at any point, or if one of us just passes out, we're obviously going to continue to do the show. But we'll help him in the break. But if somebody passes out, that's why.
If we're all alive.
If the rest of us don't pass out too. All right, let's talk some baseball. Let's start by looking at the home front here. Of course, we broadcast to you live on the beautiful shores of Lake Erie. Well, not directly on the shore, but we could get to the lake in a car. But anyways, big trade for the Tribe. They finally dealt on Tuesday night. They finally traded away Korean slugger Shin Soo Choo. No longer a member of the Tribe. He was traded. I got the 3-team deal here. There's 3 teams involved. There's the Diamondbacks, Indians, and Reds. They all threw in some players, and here's what they pulled out. Diamondbacks wind up with Didi Gregorius, shortstop, kind of fringe level, AAA, could maybe start in the majors, but would probably do better with a little more time at AAA. They get Tony Sipp from the Tribe and first baseman Lars Anderson. Cincinnati Reds get from Cleveland Shin Soo Choo and infielder, what do you call that?
Utility man?
Utility man,
man.
thank you. Jason Donald. And the Cleveland Indians get center fielder Drew Stubbs, relief pitchers Matt Albers and Brian Shaw, and starting pitching prospect actually number 3 overall pick last year, right-handed pitcher Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer is the real big ticket item here, in my opinion. He has got a lot of people think he's got top of the rotation stuff. This is a potential ace here. And Antoinetti has already said, the Indians GM, of course, has already stated that he believes that he will see the major league this year, potentially even, starting the season up with the Tribe right out of spring training, joining the major league roster. Von Erich, I was very curious as soon as I saw this trade went down. What do you take away from this?
Like you just stated, Bauer does have the potential to be a top of the rotation guy. But when he was brought up last June, I believe it was, by Arizona, he wasn't pitching too hot. But, that could be all chalked up to, being a rookie, first time in the majors, all that. But what I want to know is, how many of these highly touted starting pitchers are we going to have to go through? We heard the same thing about David Huff. We heard the same thing about Jeremy Sowers. We heard the same thing about Jeremy Guthrie. That's going on 10 years. And he's just now starting to become a decent major league pitcher.
True.
So, but if it pans out and Bauer turns into that number 1, number 2 starter, then hell yeah, it's worth it. We're going to lose Chu anyways. So I'm all for this trade.
True.
And now he has a D for an agent.
It should be noted, some of these guys that get the hype, some of them do end up panning out. Masterson, CC Sabathia in the minors, and even Cliff Lee there for a while, even though Cliff Lee got to the majors and didn't really figure it out till semi-recently.
Yeah, he had to get sent down a couple times.
Had to go
few
back and
injury
forth a little
setbacks.
bit.
But
Let's not forget
he
the year
figured it out.
before Cliff Lee won a Cy Young, he at one point was pushed into our bullpen, and I still remember he gave up, I don't even know how many runs. He came in and he just played like crap, and he gave a curtain call to the crowd as they were booing him. Let's not forget that man, 1 year later, won the Cy Young. Let's all just remember
Sure
that.
did a different kind of curtain call.
Yeah. He didn't even make the postseason roster, did he, that year?
No, he did not.
No, he did not. And then the next year he wins the Cy Young. Mm-hmm. You can't script this stuff. 2 other big moves coming out of Major League Baseball this week. One just getting fully finalized actually moments ago. If you have not heard, R.A. Dickey has agreed to a 2-year extension and a trade to the Toronto Blue Jays. The best tweet I saw about this all day was, this now makes Tim Tebow the best knuckleballer in the United States. But
Oh, that's great.
now you look at who they've added this year through some trades is R.A. Dickey, the Cy Young Award winner. When did he win 20 games, I think?
Yes, he did.
20-game winner, crazy knuckleball. He's old, but that's the thing about the knuckleball. It doesn't really fatigue the arm. How long did Tim Wakefield play?
Until he was like
frickin' ever.
95.
I swear he had grandkids when he was out of it. Well, the knuckleball does not put much strain on the arm. It's something that can be done well into the, even into the 40s and stuff. So, I mean, it's not like his age is really going to play a factor in this, but you get a Cy Young Award winner. The same offseason, they added Jose Reyes. I feel like, didn't they get Burley, too?
Burley and Josh Johnson.
And Josh Johnson? Holy crap. I think it goes without... Well, I want to know what you think. Did they pass up the Rays?
The Rays?
I mean, for number 2 spot in that. I mean, obviously the Rays aren't the top team in the East. I mean, did they take that second spot? Or do you think they even took the first spot from the Yankees?
I'm wondering.
You think
the
they
Rays.
took
You
the...
think yeah, they...
I didn't want to get ahead of
the
myself.
top
It's the New
spot.
York Yankees.
I think they took the top spot in the American League.
Wow.
And I'd say best offseason so far, for sure.
Really?
In the whole majors, best offseason.
Really, man. Remind you, it's also the offseason that saw the Dodgers acquire Zach Greinke. And...
Would you rather have Zach Greinke or would you rather have Josh Johnson, Mark Burley, and R.A. Dickey?
All right, but all 3 of them. Probably all 3 of them. Gun to my head. Probably all 3 of them. Although I will say this, I would take Zach Greinke over each individual one of them.
Yes.
So, but let's not forget, though, keeping in the California area, the other big move that happened this week. This became official on Thursday. Josh Hamilton has joined the Angels. The middle of the Angels lineup is Hamilton, Trout, Albert Pujols.
All right, you ready to crown him?
I kind of am.
Yeah. I mean,
Because everyone wanted to crown the Angels last year
I'm
after
just
signing
saying.
Pujols.
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
but now when you got Trout
But now.
and Hamilton, it's gonna be the Angels against the Dodgers in the World Series.
I'm
Barring
just saying.
injuries or the world ending,
True, that could happen.
it's gonna be them two.
I can tell you one thing for
I mean,
sure.
you know what? The Jays will give him a hell of a. Will probably give him a run, but
I'll say this though. Excuse me. Think about this now. You're a pitcher, all right, and a lot of times when you got an Albert Pujols coming to the batter, sometimes you walk him, right? I don't want to deal with that bat right now. I'm having a rough game. I think in some scenarios, the safest thing you can do is just intentionally load the bases with the three of them and deal with whoever
It's the
comes right
rest of
after
the
them.
lineup. I mean, what else can you do?
I'd take those three over most entire lineups
Yeah.
in baseball. Jeez Louise. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. One other piece that could potentially fall here, the Indians now reportedly, quote, aggressively pursuing Nick Swisher. With Chu
Ooh, I
gone,
heard
they
that.
kind of went from, we'd like to add Nick Swisher to, oh my God, we have to get Nick Swisher. We don't know who's going to play right field.
Nick Swisher visiting Cleveland today. He is in town, and hopefully no one does anything stupid to scare him away.
He could sign
I'm
today.
talking to you, Clevelanders.
Everyone in Cleveland, you be on your best behavior. I'm talking you don't go outside unless you've got a
I mean,
jacket
he
and
played,
tie.
He played with the Yankees. There's no way Cleveland's worse than New York City.
I don't care. We need to seem that much better.
That's
Everyone,
true.
throw out your trash in garbage cans and wear nice clothes. Our home
Say,
to
we're
our
a-
city's
we're
homeless.
a happy city.
A message to our city's
And then
homeless.
after he signs the contract, go back to doing whatever the hell you feel
A
like.
message to our city's homeless. Please all gather in one area out of the way. After Nick leaves, please then flood back to your respected corners. We just need this place to look as nice. Everyone grab a broom
And
on the street.
sweep up a sidewalk.
Everybody get a broom and just start sweeping. I don't care what you're sweeping. Just everybody get sweeping.
Yep.
We need this place to be sparkling. Throw up some lights everywhere. You get like a dark looking alley, put Christmas lights in it.
Yeah.
Goes from terrible to festive. Like that. I'm like Martha Stewart, only cooler.
Did you say Martha Stewart?
I said Martha. Marza? I'm like that Martha Stewart character from the shows. No, I said I'm like Martha Stewart, which is weirder. But yeah, big moves, and hopefully bigger moves for the Indians anyways, coming on down the road. Because what do? Do you put Ezekiel Carrera at right field? I
Oh,
think
jeez.
Brantley has moved to left.
Yeah,
Drew
that's safe
Stubbs
to
is a
say.
center fielder. He's very good defensively. I think Brantley is in left. Do you put Ezekiel Carrera
God,
at
no.
right field?
No. No.
He's the only other.
He's not a. He's
He's
not a
the
good
next
hitter.
outfielder up on our roster, I should say.
Yeah, he's the next available option.
Exactly. Aside from dipping into the minors or something.
He doesn't
don't-
have a bat though.
I don't feel like we
So
can
no.
put him at right.
No.
At right.
And I still don't think Matt Laporte is the answer.
No.
No matter where you put him,
No.
they're gonna try and plug him in somewhere. It's because it's now or never with him.
And I mean, he's so good in the minors. Like
But
he's
he
gonna go
gets-
down as one of the greatest minor leaguers
yeah,
of
he
all
bats
time.
like-
We
He
said the
just
same
can't-
thing about Ben Broussard, though. He won the AAA batting title 3 years in a row.
I'm telling you, him and Ben Broussard
And he
can
came
do some
up here
damage
and
there
was
in
like,
the minors.
"Oh,
If I'm him, I'd almost ask to just leave me there. I'll be a little local star, you know.
right."
It'll be real nice. I'll just live in Columbus. People be like, "Oh, hey, you're the ball player. You have free pizza." You know, just have fun. You know, you make all right money. Nothing too crazy. You drive like a pre-owned Lexus or something.
Maybe
don't have-
maybe
doesn't
get
have to be
a
a
car
Beamer, you know?
sponsorship, and then you don't even have to pay
Whatever.
for it.
Yeah. Just be content to
Sell
be
off
down
on
there.
them weird, no budget local TV commercials.
Exactly. Where it's like, "Hi, I'm Matt Laporta," and everyone watching is like, "Who's that?" I don't know. You know what's weird is when there's a Browns player or something in a commercial, but it's not something that the Browns organization advertises with, so they have to be there in like a white shirt and just like a baseball cap or something.
Yeah, because Hayden keeps doing.
So when they like Hayden's different because Hayden I recognize him, but it used to be we had a tight end. What was his name? Aaron Shea. I want to say was his name. Aaron Shea. And I could recognize this guy in a helmet and jersey, obviously. But then and you put him in anything Browns, I know who he is. But he was talking about some gym. I want to say like a FitWorks or something. And he comes on there and starts talking about it. And I'm about halfway through the commercial and I'm like, who is this? And why are they making it seem like we should know who this is? And then he's like, I'm Aaron Shea, the Cleveland Browns. Oh, okay. Well, why aren't you wearing your jersey? That's how we're supposed to know who you are. It's like a name tag. You're not allowed to take it off. Anyways, that's it for baseball right now.
One last baseball note.
Oh, yeah, go on.
With the signing of Josh Hamilton in Los Angeles, there was one person who was upset by the whole deal, and that was Torrey Hunter. Ooh. Someone who I predict is going to be an easy target here on High on Sports in the upcoming baseball season. He tweeted that day, I was told money was tight, but I guess Artie had money hidden under a mattress. Business is business, but don't lie.
Oh, come on.
What a salty dog.
He needs to understand that the kind of money for him, it's entirely different money than Josh Hamilton money. It's like two different types of currency. It's like trying to compare like Canadian money to American. It's two different things. But but yeah, now let's talk a little bit of football. Let's talk about the Browns' loss was a big deal yesterday, as it was the loss that officially eliminated the Cleveland Browns from playoff contention. But I want to say this though. Let me start with this. I was not expecting at all the Browns to make the playoffs, even when we had 3 games left and everybody's like, "Oh, they're still in it," and everything. I was still, well, that's cute, but no. Browns had to win out, and you had to have all these ridiculous circumstances going on. It just was not going to happen with all the tiebreakers and everything. But let us at least take some solace in the fact.
Gee, thanks for letting me know about this, though.
What?
I had to make a bet with 2 damn fans for a cocaine energy drink.
Oh.
Look, man, I believed.
Look, my own sports guy.
I believed.
My own sports guy here at MSC couldn't even give me the right, point me in the right direction. I could have said, no, I don't want to bet. But
I believed.
No, honestly.
I would have told you to do it.
Honestly, I would have probably taken the bet too. Honestly, going into it, I would have taken that bet. It was the Browns against a rookie quarterback who's getting his first start of his career. It was supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be a win without him. But a couple of things added together and really made it not so. One thing in particular I will point out here. But what I was going to say real quick was let's at least take some solace in the fact that the Browns were eliminated from the playoffs with only 2 games left. It took until week 15 to knock these resilient SOBs out of the playoffs. And good for you, Browns. Good for you. The number to take away from this game, I think, is the number 2. The number 2 is the number of carries that Trent Richardson had. Remember the guy the Browns traded up for in the draft? The guy who was supposed to be the focal point of this offense? 2 carries in the second half. He finished with 11 carries in the game for 28 yards. Still got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Set the new Browns rookie rushing record
And
for touchdowns.
I don't get why they weren't giving him the ball. It's not like we were down by 30 points and we had no choice but to throw.
I will say this.
We were 1 score down and they just stopped running.
When you're down 2 scores, it becomes hard to facilitate the running game. I'll give you that. But the Browns were not down 2 possessions until late in the third. That's almost the whole third quarter where you could be pounding the ball, running the clock down, gaining chunks of yardage.
And then letting Phil Dawson kick 35 field goals a game because that's what we do. We run the ball, we get to the 30, we completely stop moving on offense, and then we kick a field goal.
No, I really, truly believe that this is Shermer just like, in a way, just being screw it. Why don't we just start slinging the ball as far and as crazily as we can, and if it turns into something, if we start putting up crazy numbers, maybe I keep my job. Or if we don't, I don't care. Like,
we lose and I'm getting fired.
I don't want to
anyway.
say that he's saying just screw it to the whole job, but in a way, it looks like what little strategy he had has gone out the window.
Yeah.
It's just we're just gonna throw the hell out of it, And occasionally, Travis Benjamin will be lined up with a corner who totally drops his coverage and gets a 69-yard bomb for a touchdown. That was cool.
That was pretty sweet. Travis, that dude is fast.
But, of course,
Benjamin, holy
2
crap.
picks for Whedon, 1 touchdown, 244 yards on 21 of 35. So,
See, Whedon's problem is he doesn't make decisions quick enough. Like, if he sees a guy wide open, he'll throw it to him, but he'll only throw it to him if he's wide open. Other than that, he sees, there's kind of coverage. Maybe I shouldn't throw it. Oh, you know what? Now I have to throw it. And by the time he makes that decision, defense is all over and the shit's getting picked off.
I will say this again. I am a Brandon Whedon supporter. I believe Brandon Whedon. I don't believe there should be a contest. I believe Brandon Whedon we should go into this offseason game planning, working on whoever's added to this team in the offseason and whoever leaves, going about it, working to get Brandon Whedon more accustomed and going about it with Brandon Whedon as the guy next year. We only have 2 games left. He's not going to do anything to change my mind. He could throw 8 more picks. I'm still going to say this is the guy.
He just needs to, he's playing like a rookie because he is a rookie.
Exactly.
I don't care how old he is. He's still a rookie, and he's playing like a rookie.
He has probably the best arm that's been on a Browns quarterback since they've come back. I'm
pretty sure he has a rocket launcher attached to his shoulder. Mm-hmm. Because when you can throw it, in the indie game, when you can throw the ball 50 yards downfield, falling backwards, that's ridiculous arm strength.
The guy can sling it, that's for sure. But excuse me. But the one play that had me really scratching my head was this it was an attempted pass to Greg Little, kind of. He stood there. The play sticks out for me the most part because he just had an ungodly amount of time. The O-line was protecting the pocket perfectly. He was standing perfectly still, just waiting. I'm starting to panic because I'm like, this is taking too long. This is going to be a sack. I was like, this is going to be great because this is either going to be a sack right now or he's waiting for his man to get deep enough and it's going to be a massive bomb. I was like, when a play takes this long, something crazy is going to happen. And something crazy did happen. He had Greg Little cutting out to the left sideline, wide open, could have got him in momentum. And, he could have turned it, maybe not a touchdown, but at least first down and plus, Instead, he stands there with all the time in the world, throws it, not hard enough to get to Little, and instead perfectly into the hands of the defender that was attempting to cover Little, but not close enough to cover.
The one time I saw him, he threw like a girl.
Exactly.
I'm like, what the hell, Weed?
Pitch.
I'm like, did you run out of juice in your cannon? I'm like, what the hell was that?
It was
absolutely. He threw it like I throw left-handed. I'm like, that went 10 yards. I'm like, what the hell?
No excuse for that one. That was
it was like that guy. It was like that guy shooting that basket.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much, he just threw it straight out. Plus, he needs to work on throwing hard, higher. I mean, he gets tipped too much for someone with his height.
Oh my God, he's like.
That's another issue for another day, though. That's gonna wrap it up for the first half. Coming up in the second half is a holiday special. The whole half is all holiday. We will not be sharing what's urinating off. We will be sharing what we want for Christmas.
Oh boy!
Out of the sports world. All that in our end of the year 3 up, 3 down. All that and so much more. You listen to High on Sports on the MSC Radio Network.
Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com. MSC Radio Network is teaming up with Toys for Tots and making the holidays brighter. Bring an unwrapped toy to the MSC studios located at 1419 East 40th in Cleveland. Donation days and hours are at mscradionetwork.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast broadcast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Call the show toll-free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe, the printer guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningshowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC, and you know what saved them? Rectified backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectified backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectify can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectify.com. That's RECTIPHY.com. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningshowCentral.com. Are you tired of all the overhyped advertisements for energy drinks and energy supplements?
Maybe skydiving from a suborbital spacecraft or jumping a snowmobile over 80 buses is not on your agenda.
Maybe you just want to make it through the day effectively. Whether it's work, school, or raising a family, life's demands can be overwhelming. When you need that extra kick in the butt to help get you going, try Cocaine Energy. You'll not find a more effective energy supplement. Cocaine Energy has higher caffeine content per ounce than any other energy supplement on the market, and it's safe. Worried about the side effects of so much caffeine? We got you covered. Cocaine is scientifically formulated to mitigate against the side effects normally associated associated with large doses of caffeine, such as the jitters and heart palpitations. So what are you waiting for? Try cocaine today, because life doesn't wait. Cocaine is available at local retailers and online at www.drinkcocaine.com. That's drinkcocaine.com. Once again, that's drinkcocaine.com. This product does not contain the drug cocaine. Duh. This product is not intended to be an alternative to an illicit street drug. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Not recommended for children, pregnant women, or people sensitive to caffeine.
Hello. Excuse me. Welcome back to High on Sports. I'm Ralphie, and with me, as always,
Ashley.
And I am Von Erich.
I forgot I was second. I was thinking I was
We're already
third.
on vacation here.
Yep. My mind.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight on our holiday
the smell.
special. It's the smell.
It is, man. My mind.
Knocking everybody out.
It's like rotting.
Thank you for joining us tonight on our holiday special. Not just Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa too.
We gotta get them. We gotta be politically correct.
We are
Get 'em
all
there.
encompassing here on Iron Sport. We should have had a menorah.
I'll put it right in
We
the
should have
middle.
had like a Browns menorah or something. Like a sports team menorah next year. Next year there'll be like an Indians menorah right here in the middle on every show we do during Hanukkah. And remember, as always, to call the show toll-free, 1-888-668-0742. Email your questions or comments to shows with an S at morningshowcentral.com. Tweet them at high_on_sports. And remember, you can... you can also just use the hashtag High on Sports. Facebook.com/High on Sports. And actually, fun fact, I don't know if anybody else knows here, we currently don't have a MySpace because, I don't know if anybody knew it, MySpace closed everyone's accounts. And
Shit, already?
they did.
Damn it.
They already relaunched, but now they're kind of in like a Google Plus mode
Well, I have-
where you have to be invited and stuff.
Yeah, I already have the new account.
Do you?
But I don't.
They
have-
closed the old ones.
Did they? They closed MySpace. Shut
What am I
down.
supposed to do with
It's
all-
shut down
how am I
and it
gonna get all my
reopened.
photos?
I guess they're gone.
I'm gonna find out right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
that's
some
gonna
some
suck
company
ass.
with like Justin Timberlake. Like Justin Timberlake redid MySpace. Oh, but I went into it. It's
Oh.
just crap. It's just collecting all your music and stuff. It's like tell people who your favorite artists are. I don't want to tell anybody. That's my information.
I mean,
I don't need people to know I'm listening to.
That's what
Hard
I mean,
Spotify.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been on my MySpace in
Spotify.
probably 3
Spotify.
years.
Exactly. I'm on Spotify.
But
Oh,
that's interesting.
go find me on Spotify. You can see what I like. You can see how random it is. It's Tommy Two Tones, Rush, Nelly, Hall & Oates.
Oh, I know.
It's the most random collection of music ever. It's like Mumford and Sons, and then like
Lionel Richie.
pretty much. It's like Mumford and Sons, and then it's like Billy Joel, and it's like it's every
Oh, the
band.
Michelin Man.
If you look at you look at every two bands I have next to each other, they have no earthly business being.
Did you
around
see?
each other.
Did you see Billy Joel on the Sandy Relief show?
Oh yeah. Oh.
He looked like the freaking Michelin Man.
But it'll be like Tenacious D, and then like the very next one is like Elton John. It's like my music, it makes no sense, and it's everything. There's rap, metal, hip hop, R&B, classic rock, new stuff. I don't know. That's crazy. I'm all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, remember as always, also get to the website highonsportsradioshow.com, the archive of all our past shows, and of course our blog and everything. And remember to download the shows because when the world ends on Friday, if you're one of the few survivors, you'll need entertainment to put on your Zune or iPod. So download the shows.
Until the battery runs out.
You found your old MySpace?
My old MySpace.
Oh, it's
Nah,
still up?
you just made that.
Still up. I know I did not just make this.
Nah, you just made that.
He's super
Look,
fast.
look at me in my Tourette's guy T-shirt.
Oh, nice. Nice.
You can tell that this is old.
I'm digging the background, man.
All right, well, let's get right into the festivities here on our holiday special. It is round 2. We should have went with some jingle bells to take us into the round.
You went with the gong. Now I'm hungry.
Exactly. Now I kind of want some Chinese.
Gotta go
food.
Christmas.
Just go in the hallway.
Anyways, it is. This is what we'd normally do. It's urinating us off, but keeping in the spirit of the holidays and the festivities, this is instead where we are going to take a moment to tell you what in the sporting world and certain events or anything like that. This is what I want for Christmas. Von Erich, tell Ralphie Claus, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, I have a laundry list of things that I
I have a
want.
couple things too.
But I'll just go through it real quick. Make it simple. I have here in front of me the Cleveland Indians depth chart.
Yep.
What I want for Christmas, we'll start down at the bottom, at catcher. What I want is for Carlos Santana to have a productive year, for him to, be consistent throughout, as opposed to real streaky like he has been. I want Lou Marson to come up with a new nickname. You can't call him Sweet Lou. That was Lou Whitaker.
But he's sweet.
Yeah, well, it is a nice nickname. But
He's not that good, but I love him.
We'll go over to DH. We don't have a DH.
Put that on the list.
We'll put that on the list. We need someone for our rotation. I want Justin Masterson, Jimenez, McAllister, all to just, be healthy, throw a couple hundred innings, not lose more than 12 games apiece. As for the rest of our rotation, who knows who that's going to be? Carlos Carrasco, Corey Kluber, Jenmar Gomez, David Huff, Josh Tomlin, our new guy Bauer. I want at least 2 of those guys in the rotation. Ralphie Claus at first base. That's still up in the air. It'll be...
Was it Mark Reynolds?
Oh, yeah, Mark Reynolds. We don't have him on this depth chart. We got Russ Kanzler
Apparently
there.
that hasn't been updated.
Second
That's
base.
nice.
We want... I want Jason Kipnis to continue his tweets about stupid things and... Yeah, we'll just skip that.
Kipnis has some good tweets. I saw one once after he got a big error. He's like, hope nobody saw that big error. Hashtag oops.
Well, at shortstop, I want Aviles to get some playing time. I think he's better defensively than Cabrera. It's just
You
my
think they'll
opinion.
trade Cabrera?
I don't think so. Not at this point. Cincinnati got the shortstop they wanted in that trade. Or no, not Cincinnati. Arizona. They wanted the shortstop. They were willing to get rid of Upton. They got the shortstop without having to do that. So they keep Upton. We keep Asdrubal. At third, we got Chisenhall. I want him to stay healthy. Play a full season. Let's see what we can get out of him. And in the outfield, I want, Stubbs and Brantley to continue their defensive ways. Well, Brantley not so much, as doesn't have the best arm strength. But, I want him to, maybe work on some weightlifting this offseason. Get some arm strength up. Gun some people down, because that is one thing we are going to be lacking now that Chu's gone.
Oh, Chu had a cannon.
And as far as the last outfield position, who are we going to throw out there? Laporta, Ezekiel Carrera, Russ Kanzler, my personal favorite, Thomas Neal. I think he has the potential, but he's a few years off.
Yeah.
He's a few years off. But, that's all we can really ask for. And then the bullpen, just leave them be. Let them do their thing. Don't mess with it.
You got the 2 other guys you insert in there.
Oh,
just got in a trade.
Shaw and,
I'm hearing one of them. I think Shaw, might have closer potential.
yes.
And a lot of people are saying if that happens, it could potentially make Chris Perez. You got Shaw or Vinny Pastano waiting in the wings. Could make Chris Perez a tradable commodity. Who knows, though? Who knows?
This is a deep bullpen the way
Oh,
they
yeah.
have it listed.
Oh, yeah. It's
Perez,
definitely a strength.
Pastano, Shaw, Joe Smith, Allen, Albers, Josh Tomlin, Barnes, Frank Herman, and Nick Hagedorn.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, thank you, Von Erich. And now, Ashley, tell Rabbit Claus, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, I'd also like all that mess that happened with the Indians.
I want all that
Like-
same stuff.
Could
I
you
want all that-
imagine if all that happened in 1 year?
I want all of that to happen. Plus, with the Brownies being knocked out, I would really love for Pittsburgh not to make the playoffs.
So who makes it? Cincinnati?
Cincy.
Are you pulling for Cincy now?
I'm pulling for Cincy.
I'm full on Cincy bandwagon. They
Yep.
gotta beat the Steelers. They beat the Steelers next week. It's done.
It's done. And see, part of me, I wouldn't even mind if Pittsburgh beat Cincy, because then it'd make the last game of the year, us and Pittsburgh, that much more exciting when we beat them.
True.
So as long as we beat I want to sweep over Pittsburgh this year. That's what I want.
All right.
Sweep over Pittsburgh.
All right. That's nice. That's I like that. All right, now what I want for Christmas is really asking a lot. And depending on who you talk to, it's either impossible or a long shot. And that's about as best of the odds as I can get on this one. According to a Boston Globe report, well, first of all, let's be adults here. Shermer's going to get fired. But so now the Browns are unofficially looking for a coach. According to a Boston Globe report, Alabama head coach and former Browns defensive coordinator Nick Saban could possibly be that new head coach. The things that need to happen, though, for this to fall into place is a lot of things. Most importantly being, reportedly, all these rumors started circulating over the last couple of weeks that former front office man Michael Lombardi is reportedly Joe Banner's favorite to take over as in the GM spot here in Cleveland. That made a lot of people very upset. He's had random front office jobs here and in Denver. The only other place he served as a GM was in Oakland, which if there's one thing Oakland can't do, it's bring in the right people, as evident by everything they've ever done since the Super Bowl. Even before the Super Bowl, because they got rid of Gruden and gave him to the team that ended up beating them in the Super Bowl. But I don't think that was Lombardi's doing. I think it was a couple years later. But anyways, so a lot of people are not pleased with the potential idea of Michael Lombardi coming in to play the role of GM in Cleveland, except for one man, according to this report, and that man is Nick Saban. Nick Saban loves Lombardi. This is all according to this report, so I'm not going to keep saying according to the report. Nick Saban loves Michael Lombardi. He loves him because he's, quote, a Belichick guy, and did not enjoy his last tenure in the NFL. Even though there was some slight success with the Dolphins, they didn't have a winning record, but he was building towards the right direction with the Dolphins with the limited pieces he had. But reportedly did not see eye to eye with the GM because, quote, he's not a Belichick guy. Apparently, being a Belichick guy like he is, Saban would only come if the pieces around him were Belichick people from that coaching tree. And Michael Lombardi did work side by side with Belichick. I should say kissed Belichick's ass every time he bent down in the 95 season. But if that's the kind of guy it would take to bring Saban in here, then by all means. People always wonder, though, can guys make that jump from coaching to the NFL? Well, I look at it this way. Who's the most valuable player on this team? Trent Richardson. This is the man who coached Trent Richardson and led Trent Richardson to these ridiculous stats and the ridiculous seasons he had. So he's a man who would know how to play Trent Richardson and how to use him to help this team. Now, the only question here is, I'm not going to go up and down this list telling you how great of a fit he would be and how brilliant of a football mind he is. The only question here is, would he leave? And that is a complicated question that I can't for sure say yes or no. But I look at it this way. He's got 2 national championships at Alabama, 1 at LSU. He's got 3 national titles already. He is competing for a 4th and 3rd at Alabama against Notre Dame, of course, next month in the national championship game. So the question to Belichick right now, because I think the call needs to be made right now, or at least after this championship game. Perhaps that could change his decision. But the question needs to be, are you going to take that next step and try winning Lombardis instead of, what do they even call it, AT&T National Championship, or who's ever sponsoring the bowl this year? It's in the Orange Bowl, right? So it's
the championship.
Who sponsors the Orange Bowl?
I
don't even know. But
I don't remember.
AT&T? I don't know.
I don't know. It's
Who
changed.
cares? Doesn't matter. FedEx.
It might be.
I
It
feel like
used to
it's
be FedEx. I don't know if it still is FedEx. I do know it used to be.
Doesn't really matter ultimately. But
So at one point you were right.
the question is, are you going to start working on Lombardis? Are you going to take the next step to Lombardis instead of the Crystal Football? And if the answer to that is no, then your goal needs to be not just keep doing all right in Alabama. Your goal needs to be the winningest and have the most titles in Alabama history. With the level of success he has had in Alabama, the choice is clearly cut out now and say, what a good career I had, time to focus on the big show. Or if you're staying, it needs to be to stay for the long haul. Your goal needs to be the winningest Alabama coach ever. It needs to be more titles than Bear Bryant if you're going to stay. I think at this point, he's got enough titles that those are clearly his only 2 options. It's not, I'm just going to stick around at Alabama a little longer, kind of see where that takes me. But, I mean, a lot of people debate if you're winning all the time like he is at Alabama, would you leave that? I believe that Saban is the type of person who is success-oriented, success-driven. He comes in, he accomplishes his goals, and he wants to move on. I believe that it's a big fish in a small pond type scenario. The college game clearly has no more challenges for you. And honestly, there's a lot more money in the pros. Especially a guy like Haslam, he's going to line his pockets good if he wants to come here.
The billionaire.
Especially Haslam wants to see him probably more than anyone because Haslam obviously owns the Browns, so would love to see Saban on his sideline and would love to not keep seeing him when his Tennessee faces him once a year. He's a Tennessee booster, of course. So ultimately, that's all I want for Christmas is Nick Saban, just the tiny little favor of Nick Saban being named the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Now, of course, because of the national championship and everything, it is basically impossible that decision would even be made before we're on air next. But I'm still hoping that's under my tree. Maybe. I hope you're listening, Santa Claus and God and Jimmy Haslam.
And Nick Saban.
The Holy Trinity.
Anyone else that...
All right, we're nearing the end of the show, so we're gonna take a little more time on this than we normally would. But this is the 3 Up, 3 Down, all 2012 edition. Normally, of course, if you're familiar with the show, 3 Up, 3 Down, we break down who had the best and worst weeks in sports. This is who had the best and worst calendar year, all of 2012, and we're gonna start with down number 3. It's a pretty obvious one. Chad, formerly Ocho Cinco Johnson. He's coming in at number 3 on my down list. You know what? I'm changing it because of the holiday. He's coming in at number 3 on my naughty list. It's my naughty and nice list.
Okay.
Because let's look through it his year real quick. He sat on the bench all through the Patriots' playoff run into the Super Bowl, doing next to nothing. Then he got cut. It's already a pretty bad year. Then he got picked up by the Dolphins. Then cut in the preseason. On HBO on Hard Knocks. You got cut on television. And now he does not even play in the NFL. Changed his name back too. Wanted to show he's a good guy and he's going to work hard. Honestly, they claim they didn't cut him because of anything to do with, let's not forget, I just mentioned the whole domestic abuse, divorce
Yeah, they need like backhand
going on. He claims that they both bent down for something and they bumped heads.
And she claims he headbutted the
how many?
pee out of
I
her.
know you would say, as you would say, bitches be crazy. But
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they do.
But
they do
is
be crazy.
anyone that crazy that? Oh, hold on. Oh, I got that for you, honey. Let me. Ow! Oh my God! You
know
headbutted me.
You know what? There are some that are that crazy.
I'm sure there are.
And maybe she caught him cheating. I don't know.
knows?
It could have been anything.
Who knows?
And she was just looking for something to get him on.
All I know is it was shortly after that he got cut.
Next thing you know, you bump
And
heads.
Joe Philbin, head coach Joe Philbin, told him though it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with your place under your fit on this team, which they have no receivers. So let's be honest, it was because of that.
Yeah.
So that is why you were number 3 on my worst.
He
year
went ninja headbutt.
list.
Boom.
Number 2, let's go north of the border, the National Hockey League. They have played
Yikes.
exactly 0 games in the 2012-13 season. Do you think if they figure something out, if in the record books it'll just say the 13 season?
It'll
It'll be like the blank /13
Yeah.
season. I don't know.
they're gonna have like, if they get anything figured out, they're gonna have like 3 weeks of hockey, and then it's gonna be playoffs.
It's not looking like there's going to be a season for the NHL.
No.
I would say. And this is the
Greedy
second time in a
bastards.
decade that they will have played at least an abbreviated season.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
It would suck to be a
Not
hockey
good for your
fan.
sport. No, not good for your sport at all. Even the NBA, we still got in there, and it was still
Yeah.
a pretty exciting season.
It was,
It all the
it was
games
back
crammed
on by
in there.
Christmas.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And down number 1, finishing my let's finish with the down negativity. Let's get positive. So let's finish with this, though. Lance Armstrong had the worst year of 2012. Of course, all the allegations and things going on, which, can we be adults about this? The dude did steroids. But
what
let's
I
be
don't
fair,
get-
everyone did in this sport.
What? See, Technically, though, he never failed a drug test.
Nope.
I mean, I will. There's a 99.9% chance he did steroids, but the man never failed a drug test. So how they came out and said you did it and you're gone and everything, you're getting stripped of your medals, was kind of like, really?
He was a dumbass for saying he did it.
Yeah,
What
he
happened
never.
is they had
Well,
all
he
these-
never said he did it. He just said, "I'm done
tired
fighting."
of it. Yeah, I'm done. Well,
Yeah.
that's a kind of
I
admitting
mean, it
it.
pretty much almost.
It is, because come on, he knows what he's losing if he doesn't fight this. You at least go down swinging
Yeah,
if you know you didn't do it.
yeah.
You
I
at
would've
least
went-
go down swinging.
I don't care because I mean I get it. They've been hounding him for years, and yes,
But
maybe he's tired of it.
They asked him for his stuff. They said, well, "Give us your stuff and we'll check it." And he said, "You know what? I'm done with this. Now you're done with this."
Yeah.
Now
I would've-
it's like when if a security guard catches a shoplifter and they're like, "Oh, you steal anything?" "No, I'm sorry. The thing goes off all the time." "Oh, well, can I check that? What's in your pocket?" "Oh, so now I'm getting a third degree. This is ridiculous. And you call this place an establishment? I'm calling the Better Business Bureau."
And then, oh, what's that in your pocket? Oh, the $50 video game.
Oh, it was-
yeah.
"I didn't steal this. It fell in."
It fell off. Someone shook the shelf and it just fell into my baggy pants.
It kind
That's
of
what
reminded
this
me.
was.
It kind of reminded me of a story that when I was in the store, some guy had a backpack on, and the lady at the store kept eyeballing him the whole entire time.
Yeah.
And then the guy noticed that she was eyeballing him, and he says, "What are you looking at me for? What am I going to steal something?" And then the lady goes, "Oh no, I just I'm just looking at looking around."
I've been like, yeah, you got a bag. You're suspicious walking
Tell
around
you
with
what,
a backpack.
He stole something because he said that.
Yeah,
It's a diversion technique.
it is.
He
It
stole
makes him.
some
It makes him
Christmas
feel
presents.
guilty that they got caught staring. and
Anyways,
he probably did take something.
Whether he did it or not, he was forced to give up all 7 Tour de France titles, lost countless sponsors, and given a lifetime ban from cycling. All right, let's finish on a good-ish note. This is my nice list. Up this year, Mike Trout. Started the year in AAA, finished second in MVP voting, unanimous Rookie of the Year, possibly the biggest star in all of Major League Baseball right now. I think that's not a stretch whatsoever. He went from triple A man to absolute superstar in a year. Good for you. Up number 2, Michael Phelps. Finished the 2012 London Olympics as the most decorated Olympian of all time. 18 gold, 2 silver, 2 bronze. Good for you, Mikey. And up number 1, sorry Cleveland, had to do it. LeBron James. NBA MVP, NBA champion, NBA Finals MVP, Olympic gold medalist, and Sports Illustrated Man of the Year. Didn't want to do it, did not want to do it, but he just had a better year than anybody, and that makes me sick to my stomach.
Cuts me deep.
But hey, that's going to wrap it up for this year of the show.
Oh,
What a
man.
wonderful year it's been. We've had our
Yes, it
highs,
has.
we've had our lows, but I'd do it all again with you guys in a heartbeat. You know what? Let's do it again. Let's do the same thing 2013.
All right. we got to make sure we survive the apocalypse, though.
Like I said,
right.
we
So everyone bunker down.
We're off the next 2 shows. We will not be with you on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, obviously. But we will be back and live, new, rested, and ready to go on January 7th, Monday night at 7 p.m.
Previewing the national championship.
Hell yeah. All right. So for Chris, for Von Erich, for Ashley, I am Ralphie saying good night, everybody, and happy holidays from all of us here at High on Sports. Thanks for tuning in on MorningShowCentral.com.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. That's my impression.
Got the Santa hat.